Hey guys, welcome back to Legaia 2 Duel Saga. In this part, we're finally gonna beat Elfin and meet some strange new characters. But in any case, as you guys remembered, I got my butt handed to me completely by this dude named, I believe, Elfin. I don't remember the name that much, but I grinded to level 10 because I was hoping to God that I would finally be able to beat him at this stage. Spoiler alert, I do. Don't worry, I won't be one of those guys that keeps in all his failures. But in any case, I was showing off my equipment because what I did basically was that I think I said this in the last part. If you can get a lot of experience and money trekking from the save point back to the beginning of the thing, back to, like, you know, wilderness town. I think that's what his name was. I also went back there and bought some items. I think I bought a new glove and some more charms. That way, I would be more powerful, so I highly recommend you do that. In any case, this dude, I would say, is the reason why a lot of people quit the game. He's too overpowered. As you can see, a lot of his hits can do 100 damage. And I'm a level 10. What you're expected to be at this level by the time you get to the end of the canyon, if you've been grinding like moderately, because I actually grinded to level 7 before entering this place, which is not normally what people do, should be around level 8 or level 7 or level 8 when you get to the end of the canyon, or at least level 9, and he'll hand you your buttocks in a silver platter if you aren't prepared for this guy. But in any case, this dude is really tough. In this fight, I'm showing off all the 4 arts because as I was grinding to level 10, I didn't use any of them because I wanted to show them off all in this fight. And I do, folks. So that means no more extra fights. But he has 2 moves. One of them we've seen so far. It's called Maiden Passion. That doubles his attacks. And, well, actually no, he has 3 moves. Maiden Passion, that doubles his attack. And he has another move called the Death Hug. If he does those 2 right after each other, 4 moves, never mind. He has Dynamic Hip. The reason why I'm stuttering with that, because he doesn't do all the moves in this fight, and I don't know why. But he has Death Hug, which is insane amount of damage on its own. And if he does Maiden Passion right before that, just expect to die. Just expect to be hitting the reset button on your console, because that is insane amount of damage. I think I've once gotten like 600 damage off of that, and I have 590, so it would be an insta-death move. But any recommendations for this fight? I would say, first off, come into it with full health. You know the Ant King, how I didn't have enough health, didn't grind to full health? That was stupid of me then. I smartened up here, because this boss fight needs you at full health at the beginning of the fight. Other things you should watch out for is if he does Maiden Passion, or if your health drops relatively below 300, I would say. 350 just to be safe. Heal up to full health. Use a heal powder or a heal leaf or a rice ball. Sorry, I just wanted to hear that. Use those to get to full health because he can deal out damage. Sorry if I took a pause there, because it's hilarious to use Red Whirlwind, because he sometimes says something else, but most of the time he says it in such a huge. Oh, hold on, I'll get back to that in a second. Challenge is the second annoying move that he has. That gets rid of all your AP. that's one, it's a bad thing because is now you can't do any normal arts right off the bat. But the second annoying thing is the fact that you need, in order to perform a 4-block art, which I should get into in a second, in order to use a 4-block art, you need to have at least 24 AP. And what the normal arts do at 4 blocks, 4-block normal arts, they restore 20, not 24, they restore 20. That being said, you need to pull off 2 of them in order to use a super art. So there's that, but I kind of forgot what I was gonna say, but I was explaining that. Anyways, back to the full health thing. You relatively do want to be at full health at all times during this boss fight. I mean, like, if he does Maiden Passion, especially when he does Maiden Passion, restore yourself to full health. If your health drops below half, restore yourself to full health. If your health drops below 300, restore yourself to full health. Because he can hit hard. Although, I don't know why, but I think dynamic hit hits less than his normal attacks. So be grateful whenever he does the dynamic hit, because it relatively hits low. Come on. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, most of the time he says Red Whirlwind in such an anime voice. It's so funny to hear it. Like, Red Whirlwind! He does that with some other moves, but just like the high percentage of like him saying it during the Red Whirlwind is just hilarious. Again, sorry for being repetitive, and god damn it, look how many moves I learned! And we got a heal leaf and a friendship ring. I wonder who's has the other friendship ring. But oh no, we killed Elfin. I think that's what his name is. My beautiful, my dearest Elfin! Kron! I'm not gonna insert that meme. Maybe. So now we have to fight. Nope. No, we don't. So we meet these two, called Marianne and Elliot. These, I don't know if I've said this before, these two characters really get on my nerves. I think if Bubba was put under different situations, he'd be a good guy. But alas, he is not. But these two characters are just so mean. They're just meanies. They're asking us if we're a mystic, yet we got our ass kicked twice. Wait, no. Actually, yeah, canonically we've gotten our ass kicked at least once by a mystic. So, at this point in the story, we can just assume that we're just wearing a giant tattoo. Or, he says it's a birthmark. Oh, these choices, both of them are no, but I just choose the, badass option because I'm not joining these two. These two are pricks. They're mean jerks and they're not deserving of being the main villains. They're not complex. One of them's fat and the other one's gender confused. Even though I don't care that their name is Elliot because she looks like a chick. It looks like a chick. But anyways, boss time. Winning this fight requires you to go to Starbucks, get a McDouble, and toss into Mount Everest while simultaneously hopping and doing the Macarena.
That must be.
And if you can't do that, well, then this fight is obviously you're gonna lose.
Just like that man.
He's cowering at the power
forget, Marianne. It's only just begun. Now, let us engage you in our dance of death.
You know what they're supposed to do right there? They're supposed to do their finisher. But in this boss fight, stay healed. The only reason why I bother attacking is because during this particular thing, they deal very little damage. So you don't need to attack at any point during this boss fight. Well, actually, hold on. I'm not really sure about that, because you want to know something? Every time I play this game, one certain cutscene triggers during the third turn, but it doesn't do that for a while in this boss fight. So I guess I was unlucky. So yeah, just keep yourself healed. I think you're about to see. Nope, never mind. Hyper arts, I'm going to get into later because we don't have them yet. Oh yeah, spoiler alert, we're gonna get hyper arts. Actually, it's not really much of a spoiler if it's on the box. But I love that. Thunder Flash! Nope, that's not the special move, but it is the power of the Mystic that she has. I don't know what her name is, but it's just pretty much a screen nuke for anybody standing there. Since we're only one character long, we get the full blast of it. So yeah. Again, there's nothing really much to say in this boss fight. It's an insta lose unless you follow my steps.
Shoot.
You wanna know something I hate about these characters too? It's the fact that the little sister, Marianne, I think that's what I think her name is, Marianne. Every single fight in the battle can be such a panty shot, and like literally get a longer skirt, please. Let me tell you, one of my pet peeves is that like if I ever go to a restaurant and those kind of things, relax, the part's gonna be not ending anytime soon. Whenever I go to a restaurant and I see like people in waitresses in skimpy clothing, I can't imagine how uncomfortable it is and how humiliating it is. Like if you're wearing this kind of attire, that's fine, but if you have like the short skirt or the cleavage showing, that seems so bad. It's just disgusting. Sometimes it is disgusting. I mean, like, you have those people that no discrimination, but you have those people that shouldn't be really wearing those, and then you got those people that wear it. Sometimes it's not even a waitress situation. Sometimes it's like in real life, like when you're just walking down the street. I'm not a chick, so I don't know whether or not this is fun for them to do, but if girls are watching this part, you can wear that, just don't wear it near me. Now, I did that entire rambling, and we're not even done. I just went on a rant talking about women's skirts, so now you have an idea of my opinions. So, yeah. I would go on another rant, but I suspect that, we're gonna be wrapping up soon. I can't see the timer the way I'm playing this. Oh, finally! Here's the move.
Is that all you got? This is a good time to try our new move on this lab rat. Wouldn't you agree, Elliot?
Excellent idea. I will begin. Ready, Marianne?
Ready, Elliot? Here comes our marvelous move! Here I go!
Very elegant, Marianne.
Thank you, I got that from you.
You'll never be able to survive that attack. I don't know how much damage it does, but you'll never be able to survive that attack. So, that was my Let's Play of, Legaia 2. I know I said that in part 2, but I'm pretty sure that this dude's not getting up. Wait, no, he's breathing. Time to kill! Ugh. They pull that twice, yet, what, not to go on another rant, but just gonna say this out loud right now. I really hate it when commercials play this death thing when there's still stuff we haven't seen yet. Like on the back of the box, there are still more scenes that we haven't seen yet. No, I think every single scene we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen any of the places in the box yet. So pulling this death thing doesn't work really that much. It would be good if it was later in the game, but this is wicked early in the game. Although, speaking of the elephant as a boss, I wouldn't be so suspicious as to him being the final boss because he's so freaking overpowered. But anyway, back to the game itself. We've just been captured and we're getting transported to a new place. He wakes up for a second and then immediately falls back asleep. But anyways, we're at Dolphin Castle. Huh. So we're stuck in a prison cell. And with that, we are at the end of the part. So I'll see you guys in next part. I think this is part 5. So see you guys in part 6.